Jay, you're a piece of shit. A piece of shit. Oh, Jay, you suck.
Hello and welcome to another episode of Talking to Myself. I'm your host, Jake Letizia, and this is the podcast where I look into a camera and I talk to myself. And this is episode 50. This is episode fucking 50 that we're doing right now. Boys and girls. Fucking boys and girls. Him, he, theys, fucking zim, zers. Everybody who's listening. What's up, dude? This is episode 50, dude. The exclusive club has gotten to the goddamn 50th episode. That's awesome, dude. We're 2 away from a year. 2 away from a year of this fucking dumb piece of shit talking for an hour every week into a camera. What a bad idea. And yet we're doing it, and it's the best time of my whole life. Yeah. If you've listened to all 50 of these episodes, it makes me feel uncomfortable and ecstatically happy at the same time. It makes me feel uncomfortable because you know a lot about me, but it also makes me feel great because what the fuck, dude? That's awesome that you would listen to every episode. I love the shit out of you, okay? And even if you've only listened to one, you're fucking sick, dude. Love the hell out of you. But yeah, this is episode 50. And, I don't know. I don't have anything planned for the big 1 year anniversary episode, but maybe I'll think of something sick for you guys. I got to think of something super. I don't know. Maybe it'll just be low key, and I'll just do the same thing I always do. Maybe that's it. Maybe I'll just keep on being me. Maybe I'll get a guest. Maybe I won't. Who knows, dude? But I don't know. I'll do something that's fun for the 50th episode, or the 52nd episode. Anyway, our show, Jake and Josh Are Not Funny, Pine Box Rock Shop, 8 o'clock, Thursday, February 20th. Be there. It's going to be sick. It's a free show. We got a fucking sick lineup. It's going to be dope. I'm going to put the Facebook event up for it this week, and we're going to be promoting it. You guys got to come out. It's going to be a sick time. Also, Mario, go watch it. I just had a fucking brain freeze. Mario, the real Super Mario, online. Go watch it on YouTube. Jake Letizia is the YouTube channel. It's linked through this YouTube channel. And also just search the real Super Mario. You see a thumbnail that says Vice on it. You see Mario's face and fucking the real Mario's face, a.k.a. my face, next to each other. That's the one. Click on it. Watch it. Love it. Send it to your friends. It's a movement, my guy. Mario is real, okay? Fucking hashtag Mario is real. Anyway, let's get into the podcast. What's up, everybody? Speaking of Mario, speaking of Italian, let's talk about this fucking thing. So this week I've been messaged by more than one person, probably by like 5 people, have all messaged me a link to an article, a link to like 5 separate articles that all show this fucking gesture with the Italian flag behind it. And all of the articles are Apple adds Italian emojis to their emoji selection. And I just got to say one thing to Apple. Fuck you, okay? This isn't it's not Italian, okay? I understand. It's what? Who do you think you're pleasing with this fucking emoji? Who do you think is going to use that? You think a single Italian person is going to send people this? No, dude. It's going to be all my non-Italian friends sending this symbol with a fucking slice of pizza and a spaghetti emoji next to it going, "What's up, Italian boy?" You think you're what? All you're doing is setting up fucking irritating harassment towards Italians. You're not... What? The brazen just, hey, Italian people do this, huh? Let's add it. They're not even saying the hand pinching emoji. They're just going the Italian. This isn't an exclusively Italian gesture, okay? If an Irish person does this, it doesn't make them fucking Italian, okay? Also, if we're going to, okay, Apple, if you're going to declare that's Italian, I want to see some more fucking cultures represented through emojis, huh? How about we have an Irish emoji that's just a hand holding a 4-leaf clover, huh? That's Irish, right? Irish people fucking do that, right? Let's have a French person who's just holding a cigarette. Dude, they do that, right? French people are known for fucking smoking cigarettes out of cigarette holders. Let's have that, dude. Let's have a paintbrush emoji. Hey, is the beret emoji a fucking French emoji? No, dude. It's just a beret. You fucking... You offensive fucks. Listen, I'm not actually offended. Like, that's fine. But I don't need this emoji to exist, okay? I have a friend who, for a while on Snapchat, she just sent me different images of her doing this with anything. Like, she was like, this is how Italians pick things up. And she tried to pick something up while pinching her hand. She's like, how Italians wash their hands. She put this underneath the faucet. Dude, I don't need this in my life, okay? I already get this fucking bullshit without the emoji, okay? Also, I saw one of the articles was like, the so-called Italian emoji, as if, like, Italian people are trying to claim that gesture. We don't want it, dude. Fuck off with that gesture, okay? How come, okay, if you're going to add this, then add that too, huh? Add this fucking thing. Add this, huh? If we're going to do this, I want this and I want this, all right? And they're all Italian emojis, so when somebody sends me this, I can send them with this, you fucking piece of shit. Anyway, fuck Apple, huh? I mean, I got your phone. I got your phone, but also go fuck yourself. Anyway, so the 50th episode, guys. This is the 50th episode, and I remember at 25 I said something. I read my letter, right? I think that was the 25th episode. I read my, or not letter. I read the message I sent somebody on OkCupid years ago that was cringy as fuck. So I thought, and I remember I said every 25 episodes I'll reveal something about myself that's hard to reveal, or, you know, it's kind of, I feel bad about it or uncomfortable with it. And I forgot till like 7 seconds before this podcast that was a thing every 25 episodes. So I thought, since I remembered and it's episode 50, it's the second 20 set of 25, you know, we're halfway to 100, might as well do some more fucking revealing ass stories, huh? I want to talk to you guys about some things from high school that I feel bad about. I don't know. I'm conflicted about these stories because they're funny when I tell them, but also I feel bad because I didn't mean to do these things, you know? Also, I feel like it's very applicable for the time right now, because right now there's a lot of, hey, this person said this, or this person said that, or this person did this. There's a lot of like, you did this. I don't know. There's a lot of things, unsubstantiated things that are being said. And it reminds me of high school a little bit. You know what I'm saying? Because in high school, there were things said about people and everyone accepted it as truth. But at the same time, a lot of the times it was just a rumor. And rumors, as anyone who's gone to a public school knows, spread like wildfire. They don't need to be true. They just need to be exciting. So that always filters into my head of like when I see any sort of huge article about somebody saying something or doing this or doing that. Bernie Sanders saying that that a woman can't win. I don't think I mean, he says he hasn't said that, and I believe him. He has a pretty solid character, in my opinion. I believe that he never said that. But it's interesting because some people just believe he said that based on the fact that it was said that he said that. You know what I'm saying? It's a very strange, but that's exactly how high school functioned. There were rumors said about people that once they were said, some people were like, no, based on that person, there's no way that's true. And then other people were like, dude, that's true because isn't that a fucking good story? There was somebody in my high school who, dude, I feel bad about. I mean, I have no connection to this, but this was a rumor in my high school that some girl put peanut butter on her vagina and got it licked off by her dog. Now, many people across the world have done this, right? She's not the only person in the universe who's done something like this. I mean, that's like a hack joke at this point. But she was the only person in our school who that was said about, so it made her an other, and it made it so that people were like, dude, what the fuck is up with her? But here's the thing. How the fuck does anyone know if that's true? You know what I'm saying? The only way that's true is she told a close friend that, and then her close friend told everybody. But that doesn't... How do we know? There's no way of knowing, and yet my whole school believed wholeheartedly that she for sure got peanut butter licked off of her vagina by a dog. Now, back then, people used that as a way to tease her, but at the same time, thinking about it now, it's like, hey, dude, whatever, man. Like, that's gross and don't do that, and it's weird, but at the same time, I don't know. You're young, you're fucking curious, you don't know what's going on. Maybe the peanut butter fell and she didn't know about it and the dog just came over. I don't know. I don't want to judge people. But what I'm saying is, it's fascinating that, and that's also such a ridiculous and specific thing, and also not specific. It's very general and hack. So it's like someone could have easily made that up. That's an easy story to make up. And yet, we all believed it. So anyway, I'm kind of beating around the bush here. What I'm saying is I feel connected to these moments and rumors like this because I, in high school, accidentally started 2 rumors. I did. And here's the thing. A lot of times there are calculated maneuvers. There are people saying things so that things will spread, or people getting angry at somebody and saying this and trying to spread it. There is sometimes an active, I want to spread this. But then sometimes there's just somebody who makes a joke out of anger or just out of, oh, that's a funny thing to say. And then people who are dumb keep saying it, and then before you know it, everybody thinks this is a reality and there's nothing you can do about it. So these are 2 rumors that I accidentally started. One of them, there was a girl in our high school who I'm not going to say her name, but she was a very popular girl in our high school, right? And in high school is a weird place because what happens in high school is everyone clicks up, everyone joins certain groups. I might have talked about this a little bit on this podcast before, but everyone joins certain groups, and based on your group is based on how the world perceives you. It's interesting. The world right now, maybe it's because of social media, and social media has just turned the world into the ultimate popularity contest, but the way high school functions is a lot like how just all of society functions right now, in a superficial way at least. Anyway, well, maybe not. There are things that are independent in society, like somebody. Okay, so the example I was going to say is, because this is very much in high school, in high school, you don't have as much of a voice because you're so self-contained in that fucking 500, 1,000 people, whatever's in the high school. So it's like whatever the belief is in that structure, that's the belief. And I grew up without social media, so there was no branching out and seeing people being like, no, I like this thing, I like that thing, there's this in the world. It was just, high school was your world, okay? There was no escaping it. So what happened was people clicked off, and depending on your click was how the world perceived you. So if you were a popular girl, you were hot. Even if you weren't, if you were the most so this one particular girl was probably the most popular girl in our grade, and people thought she was fucking so hot, right? And because of perception, you looked at her and you thought she's hot. But me, I've never been a person who I like to see through the fucking societal bullshit and actually look at the person and go, well, what does they actually look like, or what are they actually like as a person? And this person was one of the meanest pieces of shit in the world. She was fucking rude as fuck to people. She was brutal to women, dude. Like I remember, years later, a friend of mine brought up this rumor that I accidentally made up to me. It was like, I'm so glad you did that because that girl made my life hell. She was just one of those people who was like, you're fucking ugly. Like, she thought she was super beautiful, and anybody else who wasn't in her social strata, she was like, you're fucking an ugly piece of shit. And she would say it to their face. She would say it loudly in front of everyone. Oh my God, what a fucking bitch. What a fucking ugly cunt. Like, she would say this shit, dude. All right? I don't know if she dropped the C, but I did hear her be like, oh my God, that bitch, like a lot. To people who were below her. She punched the fuck down a lot, all right? Okay? I'm all about punching sideways and up. You know what I'm saying? I guess you could punch down depending on the situation, but it's very rare that you can punch down and it's fucking hilarious. Or I don't know. It's just, I don't want to get into that whole conversation. That's a tricky conversation. The punching up, down, sideways, whatever. I like punching sideways and up for the most part. But she wasn't even making, that's the thing too. She wasn't even joking, dude. If someone punches down and they're trying to make an argument for why it's still funny, all right, man, I'll hear you out. But if you're just punching down at somebody and you're literally just punching them. I think sometimes she just punched people in the face. No, I don't think she, actually, did she? I don't know. Couple popular people got into fistfights in my high school, but that's a story for another podcast. Anyway, so let's get to the rumor part. So basically, a lot of people didn't like this girl, okay? And I in particular didn't like her because I hated the fact that she shit on so many other people, but she was ugly, dude. She was not attractive. She wasn't. And there's nothing wrong with not being attractive, okay? A lot of beauty is subjective. Some of it's not, but a lot of beauty is subjective, right? And I, in particular, was like, she's not attractive, which is fine, but the fact that she insulted so many fucking people for their looks, it grew an anger in me. So one day during lunch, as young boys do, we were talking about who we thought was cute in our grade, right? Who we thought was the most hottest girly in the universe. Because, we're all young gentlemen who've never spoke. This was probably fucking 9th grade, I think. Yeah, because it was the high school. So it's probably 9th or 10th grade. I think 9th grade. But we were talking about who's the hottest girly in our grade because, we're still too young to have some of us have kissed a girl, but I haven't yet. I'd say 90% of us have not kissed or touched a girl yet in 9th grade. One or two in the group have, and we fucking kind of hate that guy, but kind of are also so impressed with him. Anyway, we're talking about the hottest girl. Right? Who's the hottest? And slowly but surely, almost everybody starts saying this girl's name. And the rage is building inside me, And back then, now when I get angry, it becomes just like I step outside of myself and I go, oh, that's funny. And I can make fun of my own anger. And the anger is almost not real. It's just like a vehicle for making jokes. But then the rage was real. And I just got fucking angry. And I just wanted to like yell at somebody. And it was quite sad. So I'm getting annoyed, like, you motherfuckers, you don't actually think she's attractive. You just fucking think that she is because she's popular. She also just roasting fucking people I know because she's a piece of shit. Anyway, this is all building in my brain. And then suddenly, when it comes to me, or I don't know if it even came to my turn or I just cut someone off. I feel like in the middle of someone being like, she's hot. It was like the 5th person out of 10 people at this table saying she's hot. And I go, dude, she's not fucking hot. She looks like she's fucking pregnant. And somebody laughed in the table. And right then I knew this was not good. Because then I got questioned. What do you mean she looks pregnant? I go, dude, she looks like she's fucking pregnant. I wouldn't be surprised if she's pregnant, okay? She's not attractive. She's just popular, all right? She shits on everybody for being ugly. She's not attractive, okay? She fucking looks pregnant. I would not be surprised if tomorrow we found out, oh, she's having a baby. All right? Now, I'm clearly being hyperbolic. I clearly don't believe these things. I'm just, saying something because someone started laughing, so now I gotta push it. I gotta push it further, guys. So I start making. So I think like pretty like everyone at the table, starts thinking this is funny, right? So I go to my next period of class, don't think about it at all, and then the next day I'm at lunch again, and somebody at the table starts talking about how that girl who I said was pregnant, how she's pregnant. And I go, what, dude? And he goes, I heard she's actually pregnant. And I go, no, dude, I made that up. I said that yesterday as a joke. And then he goes, no, but I heard from a bunch of people that she's actually pregnant now. And I go, and in my brain, I'm like, that's too much of a coincidence to be true. So I'm realizing, I said this yesterday, and then everyone just started, I guess people at the table started jokingly saying it to other people, and then some other people thought it was true, so now it's just being spread, and now your boy has accidentally started a fucking mean rumor about somebody. And again, this girl is mean. Right? But I still feel bad. I don't want to I said that as a one-off joke. I didn't mean that to spread as truth, dude. And that's the thing. It's never really truth in high school. It's almost truth. Everyone knows it's not real, but it's so juicy that you fucking sink your teeth into it. So at this point, I feel bad. Even at this age and not liking this girl, I feel fucking bad. Because I'm like, I didn't, what the fuck, guys? I was just like, why did you guys? Part of me was like, it's not my fault you guys spread it around, you dicks. That was just a joke I made. But also it was like, I mean, if I just never said that probably wouldn't have happened. Anyway, so we're at lunch. We're going. Once I said that to my friend, I was like, no, I said that yesterday. And he was like, well, no, other people have told me that. I go, yeah, but they must have heard, it must have started here because she's not actually pregnant. And then I start defending her. I start going, there's no way she's actually pregnant. I was joking. She doesn't look pregnant. And then I start defending her and being like, dude, she doesn't look pregnant at all. That's fucking crazy. I just don't think she's attractive. There's no way she's pregnant. And then my friend starts to realize, like, I guess by like thinking of what she looks like, or she was actually in the lunch period. That's how it always goes too. It's like, oh, who's the hottest? And we're looking at the people at the other side of the room and being like, ah. No, but anyway, I think he looked over at her and was like, oh, fuck, you're right. She looks like a ninth grader. She looks like a 9th grader with still some baby fat. She's not pregnant at all. Anyway, so then we leave the cafeteria, right? Because also at this point, I start seeing it in the cafeteria, right? I start seeing heads looking at her. I start seeing people whispering. I start seeing the rumor I accidentally made up coming to life. So I leave with my friends and we go into like this little hallway area that's like right next to the door that goes outside to the front yard of the school where people would hang out and shit. And people start talking and I'll call her Cynthia, okay? The popular girl I said was pregnant. Let's call her Rachel. No, let's call her... Sure, her name's Rachel. Fuck it. Rachel. And then we found out this girl, Cynthia, let's call her Cynthia. Cynthia, we found out that she was the main proponent of spreading the rumor. Once she heard it, she started telling everyone about it as if it was true. Now, Cynthia was not a popular person. She was, in fact, part of... Dude, it's so fucked up high school how we fucking divide people into sections. But she would be considered a loser. For the most part. And she was not attractive, and she was pretty heavy. And she was relentlessly mocked by Rachel. She was fucking tremendously mocked by her. So I understand her going, oh, Rachel's pregnant? I'm going to tell everyone. I understand it. All right? But at the same time, I still felt bad for Rachel. So we're hanging out by this little area, and we start talking about how Cynthia is the main proponent of this rumor. So we see Cynthia telling people about it. We see her actively telling people about the rumor in front of us in the hallway. She's further down the hallway. And we're like, oh my God, we're watching the rumor be spread in front of our eyes. And then we see, out of nowhere, Rachel coming down the fucking hallway with a friend or two behind her, and she's staring daggers at Cynthia. And I'm just standing on the outskirts of this with my friends going, what have I done? What the fuck kind of hell? Oh, shit. That's the first timer. What kind of hell have I created that's about to fucking unfold? All right, that's the first half. I'm going to the second half right now. And I'm back. What's up? All right, so Rachel's going right towards Cynthia. And I'm just watching it happen. And Rachel walks up to Cynthia and goes, have you been telling people I'm pregnant? And Cynthia was like, well, I just heard that you were pregnant. So, and then Rachel goes, I'm not pregnant, okay? If anyone's pregnant, you're fucking pregnant, you fat piece of shit. I'm not fucking pregnant. You're fucking ugly. And then Rachel turns and walks away. And Cynthia just stands there, sad and devastated. And I'm standing there looking at them like, was that my fault? That was my fault, what just happened right there. But then I looked at Cynthia and I realized like a glimmer in her eye. And I realized that she was like, I got you, bitch. I realized that she was like, even in that moment of insult that I created and I felt terrible about, I could see that Cynthia had a moment where she got somebody who was such a piece of shit to her, so fucking riled up that it was all worth it to her. Maybe I'm assuming a bunch of shit, but that's the glimmer I got from the look she made. So I don't know. And I'm still conflicted about this to this day because I feel bad. And I don't think I should have done that. But again, with that moment and with, I mean, that moment was very conflicting because it was like, I made her get yelled at. Like, I'm the reason she got yelled at, but also she seems happy that she could get that fucking popular girl so mad. What's the right thing to do in these scenarios? I don't know. And then my friend years later was like, no, I'm so glad you did that. That girl made everyone's life hell. And I was like, all right, but I still feel bad, dude. I still feel bad. So I don't know what was the right thing to have happened. I don't know. And I don't even know if she knows that I'm the one who fucking started that rumor. I don't know if she knows that. I don't know. I don't know. If she listens to this podcast, which I doubt, I'm sorry. I feel bad. I'm sorry. But I don't know. Made for a good story, I guess. I don't know. But the other rumor that I accidentally started, which this one is very transparent to me. This one I'm not conflicted about at all. I just feel fucking bad about it. The other one I'm conflicted. I mean, I apologize. It's fucked that that happened, but at the same time, I don't know. I got some loser girls got some well-deserved revenge. So I don't know. I'm conflicted. But this one, it's like, hey, dude, I'm sorry. This next one is like, hey, man, this sucks that this happened. So me and my friend, we were straight edge without saying we were straight edge. We just didn't drink or smoke, but we never were like, dude, I don't do shit, bro. We just didn't do stuff. Because I still have this fear to this day. I'm petrified of memory loss. I'm petrified of like not being able to retain information in my brain. I don't know why that's such a big fear of mine, but it is. So I'm like, I'm afraid of forgetting shit. So for the longest time, I didn't want to drink because I thought like that would fuck up your memory. And also weed. I thought, I think weed might fuck up your memory more than alcohol. I don't know. I guess it depends on how much you do either one. But also, I have no idea. I barely smoke weed. I drink, but I barely smoke weed. So don't take any information I say about marijuana to be the truth because it's probably fucking wrong. But anyway, now I'm not a big drinker, but now I drink and my friend smokes. So, the straight edge didn't fucking last. We have soft edges now, okay? But we didn't drink at all. So we barely went to parties. Also, we were part of we were the floater group, we weren't quite losers, we weren't quite cool. We were just like in the middle. You know what I'm saying? So we kind of floated in between groups. And then it was also, I think it was like junior year. So it was like that weird point where it's like a lot of the, as you get to the end of high school, all of the hierarchy starts bleeding together and like getting all fucked up and convoluted because then different grades start hanging out with each other. So then you can become a cool kid in a lower grade, and you could become a kid from a lower grade who's cool, who's not cool in your grade, but in the upperclassmen like you. Like, it gets very strange because the age gap is less weird at that age, you know what I'm saying? We're all getting old enough where, it's not one person can't fucking write sentences yet and the other person can. Does that make sense? We're all speaking English. We're all having like similar experiences, even though we're in different grades. It starts bleeding together a lot. I mean, for some, it starts bleeding together immediately when there's always that senior who dates a ninth grader, and everyone's like, dude, what the fuck are you doing? Isn't that weird? I always thought that was weird. That's weird, right? That's a 14-year-old dating a 17-year-old. That's fucking weird. That always happens, too. There's always one fucking couple like that, where it's like the jock from the senior year dates like the very attractive girl from ninth grade. And it's like, thinking about that now, it's a 14-year-old and a 17-year-old. I guess it's only 3 years difference. So like if that happened now, it's not like if I'm 26, so if I date a 23-year-old, I guess that's not weird. But also, I don't know, dude. It's like once you're in the teen years, it gets, just date people your age or a year younger. You know what I'm saying? 2 years max. 3 years, it gets fucking tricky, dude. Stop. Because what? If he's 18, then she's 15, and that's weird, right? I don't know. Anyway. I'm getting off track. So we were not the most popular kids. We were floated. So a friend of ours, a mutual friend, I guess he was more of my best friend, knew him better than I did. But we all knew each other, right? They were having some party in the woods that started in the woods, then went to somebody's house. Because there were all these parties in the woods, which, by the way, what the fuck, dude? I always thought they were, every time somebody said, let's have a party in the woods, I got it because, like, I get why kids party in the woods in the suburbs. No one's around. You don't have to worry about parents. It's like a fucking spot where no one can see you so you can drink. But also, hey, dude, what the fuck? Dangerous as shit, huh? You better trust the fuck out of the people you're going to the woods with, because people, you know who else takes you to the woods? Serial killers. These are the 3 people who want to go to the woods with you. High schoolers who want to drink, serial killers, and rapists. Those are the 3 types of people journeying into the woods with other people, okay? Oh, pedophiles too, I guess. Fucking, some would say the senior dating the ninth grader is a fucking pedophile. I don't know, dude. Who's to say? Wait, a senior could be 18, so it could be an 18-year-old and a 14-year-old. What the fuck, dude? I guess you become 15 in ninth grade. Dude, what? Dude, stop. Hey, if you're a senior in high school, don't, okay? Chill. If the girls in your grade don't think you're cool, wait till college, fuck face. Okay? If the juniors and the seniors don't like you when you're a senior, wait till college, fuck face. Anyway, so me and my friend usually make fun of parties in the woods. But this time we're like, whatever, man. We don't drink. We never go to these things. Let's just go. Let's see what it's like. We were juniors at the time. Or seniors? No, we were seniors at the time. So we're like, fuck it, man. We're going to be in college next year. We don't drink. Let's just go to a party in the woods. Who gives a fuck? So we went to this party in the woods. And right off the bat, people were way too drunk. Right? People were way too drunk. And so the party moves to this house. And we're at this house. And me and my friend go and get McDonald's and then come back. And then we're chilling, eating McDonald's while everyone's drunk, being crazy and wild, right? And one of the girls, let's call her Sarah. Okay, Sarah. Oh, I feel so bad. Whatever, dude. It's the 50th episode. I'll tell you guys this. Oh, I feel bad. So Sarah. See, this one's not as fun because this one I just feel bad about. So Sarah. How many times can I say fucking Sarah? It's not her name, but it is for this. Okay. She was pretty drunk. Everyone at the party was fucking wasted as shit besides me and my friend. So she walks by. She was like making out with some guy. He was the host of the party. This fucking very short, funny guy. I don't know why that's important. Anyway, she walks by. And it smells like shit. Okay? It just smells bad. I don't know if it was her or what. But somebody next to me was like, did someone just fart? It smells like shit. And then I was like, oh, dude, I think Sarah shit her pants. Just, high school boy saying some dumb shit he thinks is funny. Okay? I wasn't even thinking about it. She just walked by. It smelt when she walked by. He was like, dude, did she just fart? Did someone just fart? And I was like, dude, I think she might shit her pants. I went to the top shelf ridiculous thing. And he laughed. And that's all I really wanted to happen. I was just trying to make the guy laugh. So he's like, really? And I was like, yeah, dude. Dude, I mean, it smells like it. And he was like, oh, dude. I'm like, no, I'm kidding. And then he walks away, right? So I said I was kidding. I made sure I was kidding, okay? Because I didn't want people to think that she shit her pants, because she didn't. And she didn't deserve that. So then she goes and ends up having sex with that short guy, right? In a closet. They have sex in a closet. That's how fucking stupid and weird. Sorry, I got a text. That's how stupid and weird high school is. That people can end up having sex in a closet, dude. Can people provide better spaces for, I don't know. We live in it's such a weird. We live in a society of you're not allowed to do shit, but then kids do shit anyway, and then you end up fucking in a closet. You know what I'm saying? At a party where somebody just made a joke about you maybe shitting your pants. What the fuck kind of bullshit is that? Anyway, so they have sex. I think they had sex. I don't know. I didn't see it. But they went to that room and they left the room, right? And then somebody went into that room after and saw because there was a mattress I think maybe the kid drug a mattress into the closet. I don't know. Or there was already someone was sleeping in that closet. I don't know, but there was a mattress in there. And somebody looked at the mattress and there was a brown stain on it. Right? Now, I didn't know any of this was happening. I was sitting eating my McDonald's, okay? I made that offhanded comment, she shit her pants, not even thinking about it. And then somebody goes back there and sees what they believe to be a shit stain on the mattress. Now, that same kid who I told that as a joke to comes back and says to me, right after he apparently told everyone in the room, because I start noticing a lot of movement in the room and a lot of people talking. It was very similar to years before that in 9th grade when the pregnancy rumor was spreading. I start seeing people talking to each other and I get filled with dread. Knowing this moment previously, I get filled with dread going, what did I do? Oh no, what the fuck did I do? So he comes up to me and he goes, dude, Sarah shit her pants. And I look at him and I go, dude, no, she didn't. And he goes, no, she did. There's a brown stain back there on the mattress. I go, dude, I don't know what that stain is, but she didn't shit her pants. I said that as a joke. And he was like, no, dude, but she actually did. I go, no, dude, she didn't. She did not. Because now I'm remembering the last rumor and how I felt terrible about that, and I'm realizing it's happening again. All right? I'm 3 years away from that last one. What the fuck? I don't want this to happen. So I'm very aggressively being like, she didn't. That's not true. I was joking before. This is not real. Because I know what happened to him. He heard my joke, thought it was funny enough. That's what high school was. Hey, that's funny enough to be the truth. So let me make it the truth now. He remembered that joke. He saw the stain. And then he somehow in his brain went, oh, that's the truth. Somehow the two things fused together and went, she actually shit her pants. Even though you have the horse's mouth fucking yelling at you, no, she didn't. So, after that moment, I started actually dating someone who was at that party. Which was really funny because the way we met, we barely talked at that party. We barely talked at that party. The only time we really talked at that party was she brought up a mutual person we knew and was like, "I love that guy," and I was like, "You love that guy?" Because he sucked. He fucking sucked, that kid. He was irritating. Like, we knew him, but he sucked. He was fucking annoying. And when she said, "I love that guy," I knew she was just saying it because her friend had just said, "Oh, I love him," and then she piggybacked off that, going, "I love him too." And I don't know. I guess it was because I liked her that like I wanted to find out if that was true or bullshit. So I just instinctively went, "You like him?" and then laughed. And she was like, "Yeah, why?" I go, "He sucks." And then she smiled, and I was like, "Hey, maybe I'm going to date this girl. Hey, maybe we're going to lose our virginities to each other." Flash forward a fucking couple months later. No. Well, yes, but no. So anyway, I start dating her, right? And she's friends with the girl who now people think shit her pants. And then she said to me, she goes, "Sarah's really upset about you saying that she shit her pants." And I was like, "Dude, it's not true. I said it wasn't true. I actively said it wasn't true." And she goes, "Yeah, but still, you were the one who said it, so, and everyone believes it." I go, "Yeah, but it's not true. Tell her it's not true. Like, tell people it's not true." And you know what? I don't think she fucking did anything. To be honest with you, not to throw her under the bus, but I thought when I said that to her, she was going to start fucking spreading the news. Spreading the news. What's that song? Anyway, I thought she was going to start spreading the fucking news to everybody and helping undo this rumor, but she didn't. I'm pretty sure she just went, "Yeah, well, people believe it though." Anyway, I'm done with this conversation and anything that has to do with it. And then she kissed me goodbye and went into some house where that girl was hanging out with other people. Anyway, I don't know. I don't want to get into all that. But anyway, what I'm saying is no one helped me undo this rumor. I understand it was my fault and I feel bad, but no one helped me undo it, dude. And I kept telling people, every time it was brought up, I go, "Dude, that didn't happen. She didn't shit her pants." I actively and there was nothing I could do. Nothing I did undid the rumor. I thought it did. For a while, I said it enough times to enough people who I knew believed the rumor, right? People who definitively believed the rumor. I was like, "That never happened," okay? And I explained what happened, and they're like, "Oh, shit, okay." So I thought I undid the rumor enough where the damage was done, but at least people didn't believe it anymore, right? So then years go by. I go to college. One of my friends starts dating this girl, starts dating Sarah, right? And we start hanging out. And I start, becoming friends with her. Not good friends with her, but I knew her. I was friendly with her. I guess I became we became friends. And then so what happened was, so I started going, so she went to a college in Boston. And my friend, so I would drive my friend up and we would visit her in Boston. And I mean, every time I drove him up, they would fucking have big fights and shit. And it was like, I had a good time, but they didn't have a good time. I don't know. To be honest with you, I don't know why we went up. Every time they fought. I don't know why the fuck. He knew it was going to happen. She knew it was going to happen. I don't know why they dated for so long. Anyway, I love the kid. But, so I went up with him. And then I think it was the last time we went up. We were at a party. Some fucking house party. Some college bullshit, frat bullshit, garbage party. And she comes up to me and she goes, "Jake, can I talk to you about something?" I go, "Sure, Sarah." And at this point, for some reason, I didn't even think that she knew I was the one who said the rumor. I guess I forgot that my girlfriend years before told me, like, she knows you said it. I thought at this point, the rumor was undone. And at this point, we're fucking seniors. I was like a senior in college, maybe? Or she was a... Yes, I was a senior. She was a junior. And she was like, hey, I just want to bring up the elephant in the room. And I was like, okay, well, what's up? I have no idea what she's going to say. That's how much I'm removed from this and think it's not a thing anymore. And she goes, I know that you were the one who spread that rumor about me. And my eyes just kind of go wide. And I'm like, what? Because at that moment, I knew, and this breaks my heart, but she's been carrying this rumor with her forever. For her life. At least until that moment, she must have, every time she saw me, thought about that fucking thing. Oh, I feel so bad. Anyway, so then she says that to me, and I go, and then I immediately go on the defensive, like, oh, dude, I just said that as a joke, and then once people started saying it, I tried to have people not say it. Like, I told so many people it's not true, that I was just kidding. And she goes, it's fine. I mean, it still was a rumor, like, it still happened. She very much was like, it's fine, but also like, come on. You should have just never fucking said that in the first place. And she's right. I shouldn't have said that in the first place. To be fair, I didn't know it was going to be a rumor, but to be fair, I should have just not made that joke. Anyway, so then she goes, yeah, and I just want to let you know that I forgive you. And I was like, I wasn't even looking for it. It didn't feel any better, her forgiving me, because I was just like, I still feel bad that it happened. But I guess she was the bigger person and forgave me. And I was like, well, thank you. I'm really sorry for doing that. I didn't mean to. I didn't know that was going to happen. She's like, it's okay. I forgive you. She goes, I just wanted to bring that up and like, so we could squash it because I know we're really good friends now. And I remember thinking in that moment, I was like, we're not really... I became Larry David in my head in that moment. I was literally like, in my head, I went, we're not really good friends. I'm such a cunt. I was like, we're friends, definitely, but we're not, I don't know if we're really, like, we're not best, we're friends, but really good. How much of friends do you think we are? No, I agree with her. We were really good friends. The only reason why I didn't think we were really good friends because the only time I saw her was when I came up with my friend. And like I never hung out with her independently. So it was I don't know. For me, it was weird that she said really good friends. But at the same time, we were friends. And yeah, and she said, I just wanted to squash it. And I didn't know. And here's the thing. I don't know if she was doing that for herself or if she was doing that for me. I think she may have thought that I was feeling bad about it. I don't know. I guess she did that for both of us. I mean, it made me feel better that the person who I said that about and made that fucking terrible rumor happen for them, that she could forgive me. That made me feel better. But at the same time, and it made me feel good to be able to say directly to her that I'm really sorry and that I didn't mean for that to happen. But at the same time, I still feel bad about it. I still think about that. And it's one of those things where it's like, you tell people that story, and they go, you were a kid, it's fine. And you're like, yeah, but I do feel bad, and I should feel bad. I don't know. I think people, especially young kids, they're going to do shit like that. They're going to say a joke that becomes something they didn't mean it to, or they're going to say something mean to somebody and not realize the impact of their words. I mean, I think young kids are going to do mean things, intentionally or unintentionally. And I think that it's good to be my age and feel bad about it still. You know, it shouldn't ruin your life. It shouldn't be all that's in your fucking head. But I think that it's good that I look back on that and feel bad for doing it. Because if I looked back on it and was like, dude, that's fucking sick. I made that shit up. That would be fucking rude and mean and shitty. But now that I'm kind of glad that oh shit. God damn, it scared the fuck out of me, the timer. Anyway, I was going to say, I'm kind of glad I've had that experience because now I know how a rumor can spread and how you could even be the proponent of a rumor that you never meant to even exist. And so I guess what I'm saying is I think if you've done something fucked up like that or mean like that, it's good to, in retrospect, feel bad about it. And recognize that, yes, it's funny in retrospect, but also, you know, it was a mistake you made, and I think it's important to recognize your mistakes as mistakes. Not to get all fucking moral of the story at the end of this podcast. But also, I don't know. I guess the bigger picture is, listen, if you hear something about somebody, ask them about it before you just start saying, hey, this is who this person is. This is what they did. Because you don't know if it's coming from an accurate source or just some dumb fucking idiot like me who's just trying to tell a joke. Anyway, this was fun. Episode 50. Fucking we're so close to the 1 year anniversary. Come to my show February 20th, 8 o'clock, Pine Box Rock Shop, Brooklyn, New York. I love you guys, and I'll see you next week.
Jake, you're an idiot. Jake, you don't make any sense. Jake, you're a piece of shit.